All right, as you can see here, I've got two Starlinks going. One is a regular Starlink, and this Starlink is basically like a flat Starlink. The real question is there a difference in speed and performance if it's flat and it can't move like the regular one? Let's find out. There's a lot of popularity right now with having Starlinks that are flat. And although there's a serious benefit to that, there's also a potential drawback, meaning when you have it flat, it can't move. Now, it's supposed to be able to move, so it has optimization in catching the right satellite. But does that really make a difference? So I basically did some testing to see, and this is not in ideal conditions. What I mean is, it's on the weekend in a busy campground, and also has some obstructions. Let me show you. There's basically a lot of tree cover that you'll typically get in a site. And on top of all this, I've also got a T-Mobile hotspot that I was able to grab for a trial period. So, testing all of those to see, does it really matter? Okay, I'm going to show you a speed test. This is using the Starlink on a regular mount. You ready for this? Here we go. Yeah. Like I said, that's 8. 8! Nobody in their right mind would be like, ooh, that's really good. What happened with the Starlink is whether it be the one that's flat or the one that's moving, they were always searching. And the speeds were just awful. I mean, the whole experience is awful. Low. Again, T-Mobile actually did just as well as the Starlink. Okay, so you can do a speed test that's a non-Starlink. It can just be whatever you're connected with. And so we're going to be doing the speed test again, and this is with T-Mobile. Believe it or not, it's actually beating Starlink. It doesn't always, though. You know, at certain times, Starlink definitely is a lot faster. Now, the speeds would jump up, you know, to this, 100 and something range. It would go down to like 40. In some cases, it would be like 2. So it was this wide variety of ranges. But overall, when I was watching videos and surfing around a bit, it would drag, it would lag, it would get cut off. They both did poorly. Now, did one do better than the other? Sometimes the flat would actually do better than the other, and sometimes it was reversed. So it just would shift, and sometimes T-Mobile did better. So overall, I'd have to say, from my own, limited experiment right here. Again, I'll show you some numbers on the screen, but it really didn't matter. It didn't seem to matter whether it moved or not. You'll get a warning from Starlink itself saying, it can't do its calibration and all that kind of stuff. And of course, it was always trying to, deal with obstructions. It takes it about 6 hours for it to really get an idea of the obstructions. Now, what I could have done, instead of having it there, is move it over to a different spot, out into the open. But that also, I don't always feel comfortable at that, because the open spot kind of puts it, in the way of potential cars hitting and stuff like that. That's not. I don't like messing with my Starlink anymore after one that's flat was damaged. I was able to fix that, but not entirely. Not entirely. That's part of my test, because if you're a regular subscriber, you know that Star actually made it. The flat Star is the flat. Let me show you. So Star is what I named the flat Starlink, and it stopped working on me. Well, come to find out, guess what? I almost got rid of Star, and I'm glad that I didn't, because it turned out that it was just the cord, and the dish part was totally fine. Found this video helpful? Be sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.